Today we're going to be talking about Primarina, the Water Fairy starting Pokemon, so let's go ahead and jump right into the stats. Primarina is actually going to be a fairly decent, bulky Pokemon. It's going to boast an HP stat 80, attack 74, defense 74, but then its special attack is 126, and its special defense is 116. Its speed is 60, so it's definitely not going to be outspeeding really high, fast speeding things like Dragapult or Inteleons or Cinderaces, but it does make up for that with its special attack and with its special defense. The HP at 80 is pretty decent. It's not great, it's not bad, it's kind of in the middle somewhere, but you can definitely use some EVs to boost these things up and make this a bulky Pokemon. Plus, with the 126 special attack, it definitely has viability as an offensive, sweeping Pokemon. So we're going to get into that in a little bit. So looking at the abilities, Primarina has two different abilities, and that's going to be Torrent and Liquid Voice. Now, Torrent is the ability we see most commonly with the water Pokemon. It's very frequent, it is not the hidden ability, and it's going to go ahead and increase the damage for water-based moves when the Pokemon is at 1/3 or less of its maximum health. Liquid Voice, however, is the hidden ability for Primarina and the one that I particularly like to use. Liquid Voice is going to turn any of the Pokemon's sound-based moves into a water-type moves. So something like a Hyper Voice, for example, will actually attack with stab bonus as a water move versus a normal type. So moving into resistances, we see that Primarina actually houses 7 different resistance types, which is the same amount as Incineroar. It is going to be resistant to Fighting, Bug, Fire, Water, Ice, and Dark, which is fantastic because some of these typings are used very, very frequently, and that's going to include the Fire and Water typings. Now, we do see a lot of Dark, we do see a lot of Ice, some Bug, and Fighting is kind of here and there, but I do believe we are going to get more when the DLC comes out in the middle of June. Now, it is going to house an immunity, a full immunity to Dragon type because of its Fairy typing, and that is amazing. This is the thing that's going to shut Pokemon down like Haxorus or Dragapult. Just like Incineroar with weaknesses, it is only going to have 3 different weaknesses: Poison, Grass, and Electric. Now, we do see Electric moves very frequently. The Mons themselves here and there, but we do see Electric moves frequently. Grass, I believe, is going to be actually a big part of the meta change in the DLC, especially with some of the tutor moves coming out. Rillaboom's G-Max, Venusaur's G-Max, so beware on the Grass-type moves. And Poison isn't something that we don't see. We do see Poison typings, especially beware of a Gunk Shot Libero Cinderace. That could be something that will destroy Primarina. Hey guys, if you're liking the video and it's helping you out at all, please feel free to drop a like and subscribe. Definitely help the channel out. And if you're looking for some more Pokemon content, drop by the Twitch channel where we do lots of battles, raids, and trades Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday every day. But enough of that, let's go ahead and get back to the rest of this video. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into some of these movesets. Now, this first set is going to be an offensive set. And so what we're going to do with the EV breakdown is HP 56, Special Attack 252, Defense 144, and Special Defense 56. Now, the reason we're doing that is because we still want to get a little bit of bulk for the Pokemon. It's slower, so we're not really going to be worried about outspeeding everything or anything really. So what we're going to try to do is just make it super bulky and super heavy hitting. Kind of like a Rhyperior with just a little bit more speed. Now, we are going to toss a Throat Spray on here, and that's mostly because of the ability Liquid Voice. Liquid Voice, again, going to turn any sound-based moves into a stab bonus water type for this Pokemon. And we are going to rock the Modest Nature, so that's going to increase that special attack even more. Now, for the moveset, what we're going to use is going to be Blizzard, Moonblast, Hydro Cannon, and Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice is really the one that's very important here because it is a normal type move, but due to Liquid Voice, it's going to actually do water damage stab bonus. Plus, it's going to activate the Throat Spray, which is going to give the Primarina a +1 to its special attack. This is going to make the Primarina hit really hard, and it's going to be hitting with lots of stab bonus. Now, we also have Moonblast on there because that is another stab move because the Primarina is the water and fairy typing. Hydro Cannon, I chose this because this is a heavy hitting water damaging move that will give great stab bonus, and in a Dynamax situation, this move will do insane damage. Blizzard, great coverage, especially for flyers and grass type Pokemon. This is a great set to have on here because if you're pairing it with something like an Alolan Ninetales who has the snow warning and causes the hail to set, Blizzard's accuracy goes to 100%, and this is a great move to have, especially if you're in Dynamax. Now you can set the max hail. This special attacking set is very good, and this is one of the ones that I use the most frequently when I use Primarina, and I do use this Pokemon competitively in ranked. Now, what I could say, there are some changes you could make here. You could remove Hydro Cannon, put something like Scald or Hydro Pump on here. Same thing with Blizzard. There's definitely some other moves that you can use for Primarina. You don't have to be locked into these. These are just the ones that I like to use, that I use the most. Secondly, you can also put some points into speed. If you wanted to take maybe a little bit of the defense, maybe 12 EVs away from the defense, and put 12 into speed, that would allow you to outspeed things in your speed tier like Incineroar. But overall, a heavy offensive Primarina is a fantastic Pokemon and a huge threat, and it can just take Pokemon out without any issues. Okay, so for this next set, this is going to be a defensive set for us. So we're going to go with Bulk here, and we are going to go ahead and use the Assault Vest. If you're not familiar with the Assault Vest, that's going to increase the special defense by 50%. So it makes this Pokemon super bulky, especially with its base special defense being so high. So the EV spread for this is going to be HP 252, Defense 252, and Special Defense 4. With the Assault Vest on, we're already getting a huge boost to our naturally high bulk and special defense, and so we're going to go ahead and try to round out the defensive stat with 252 EVs. If you would like, you could split this a little bit more, maybe 200 defense and 56 special defense. It's kind of up to you what you want to do. I like having it this way. It just feels more well-rounded for an already bulky Pokemon. Now, for the defensive set, I go ahead and I switch this from Liquid Voice to Torrent. That way, if we're getting low on HP, we can go ahead and do a little bit more damage than we were already doing. And we are going to use the Bold Nature just to, again, make sure that we're doing the bulkiest that we can do. As far as movesets, we are going to use Scald here, Moonblast, Icy Wind, and Sparkling Aria, and I'll tell you why. Scald needs no introduction. With a 30% chance to burn, it's one of the best water-type moves, especially for a bulky or stall or wall-type Pokemon. Moonblast is going to give us our Fairy stab bonus. That is why I put that on there, and it's a great move to have. Icy Wind, though, I put this on here, and even though this is a very underused attack, this is great because for a slow, bulky Pokemon, this is going to reduce the speed on the opposite side of the field for all Pokemon. So this is great, especially if you have some other mid-speed tier Pokemon like an Excadrill. Now you can use Icy Wind, and now your Excadrill is faster than the opposition. Sparkling Aria is also kind of cool to use, and you could swap this out for some other water moves or a different, just a different move in general. But I like this because if I have something on the field that is burned and I don't want it to be burned, so something like maybe a Mimikyu, I can use Sparkling Aria and it will actually remove the burn from my Pokemon. So the opposite is true if you do hit the opposition and they have a burn. Sparkling Aria is also going to heal the burn off the opposition. So if you burn their Galarian Darmanitan, it is no longer going to be burned, and it is going to be back to full physical attacking power. Also keep in mind there are abilities that will neutralize this attack as per any water move, and those abilities are going to be Storm Drain and Water Absorb, but also Dry Skin and Soundproof will not work with Sparkling Aria. So this final set here, this is going to be a fun set, and it is going to be another bulky set, so we are going to focus on defense, but like I said, we're mostly going to use this for fun, so let me go ahead and explain it. HP is going to be 252, defense 200, special defense 56, but what we're going to do is we're going to use Grassy Seed. And what this will do is once we pair this with a Pokemon that sets grassy terrain on the field, we will go ahead and get a +1 proc from the Grassy Seed. So if we pair this with a Rillaboom, for example, he comes out, he's got Grassy Surge, the grassy terrain is now set up. Now we have a +1 to our defensive stat, which is going to put this super high, and the special defense already is naturally bulky with the extra 56. It's about as high as the defense will be as well. So he's going to be super bulky at this point. We're still going to be using the Torrent ability, but this time we're going to change it to Calm. Now you can fiddle with these natures as much as you want, but I did want to recommend just continuing to use the bulk here. For the moveset, it's basically the same as the previous: Scald, Moonblast, Icy Wind, Sparkling Aria, removing burn on your side if applicable, reducing the speed on the enemy opposition, burning the enemy, and then getting stab bonus with Moonblast and or Scald. So this is just a fun set to use, and I think it could be pretty cool to see. I am very excited to see how much Rillaboom is going to be in the new meta when he gets his Gmax and whatnot. So I think that this could be a cool partnering between those two Pokemon. Alright guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for Primarina, but if you have an amazing build that you have for Primarina and you want to share it, please drop it down in the comments below. Or if you just got your shiny and you're super excited for it, or you have a comment or suggestion, just put it down there. I do respond to all comments, but thank you for hanging out. If this video was helpful or you liked it, please hit that button and hit the subscribe, definitely helps us. Other than that, if you have any questions, please feel free to stop into the Discord or the Twitch channel. Until then though, I'll see you guys next time.